Good morning. How are we doing? Good morning, Exile. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you very much. Good to go. I've had a very nice weekend. Very nice long bank holiday weekend. Good morning, Jupiter Spire. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Well, how birthday? Birthday is soon. So, I have plans for the end of the week to do some stuff to celebrate my birthday, so I won't be around then. I won't be around this weekend, so there'll be no Sunday stream. I will be posting in the Discord because I know I haven't yet. I need to just post the stream days, which is just today and tomorrow. And then I spend the second half of the week celebrating my birthday. And then I'm back, as usual. But I've kind of slowed down on posting new comics on social media this week so I can get a bit of a handle on Volume 2 and also just give myself some space for the end of the week because I don't want to burn myself out with too many things going on at once. So I've just braked from that part. That was terrible English. Had a break from that part and just drawing these out. So yeah, birthday is not quite yet, but it is soon. It is imminent. And I'm gonna draw this one today, this comic. Setting up a new game, though I can't remember if I need the title or not. Me and my editor have been going back and forth on some stuff, and because we did it for Volume 1, there's a lot of comics that they follow on from the last one, so the title has almost become moot. It's like they kind of just take up space and we don't really need them anymore, so I just need to double check if this is one of them. I suspect that it is. I should have done that before the stream, but never mind. What is everybody else up to right now? Let me know as I look through my working PDF as I try and find this very sketchy comic. It's good to see part of your process. Heck yeah! Aha! Here it is. Nope, nothing was mentioned about the title, so we keep the title for this one. We keep the title. Just editor's note, perhaps we can be more subtle and not mention the word monsters since they're very clearly on display. I think that's a fair comment. I think that's a fair point. We'll try and remember that. Remind me if I'm gonna just type the word monsters later, please. That is pretty much how a lot of my my things go. I'll read the edit and I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think that will make that better. I'll do that. And then I'll just completely forget. I'll completely forget. And be like, oh, I didn't mean to ignore you. That's just my brain being a sieve. Setting up a new game. Maybe that in context we change the title because I talk about new games, I talk about continuing games. It's an interesting thing putting all of these comics together because even though they're all independent comics, you can't help but feel like a flow when you put them together. So there is a bit of a... it's a bit of a time actually putting them all in. Because there's like... some of them have like an implication if they follow the others. Like you feel like you get like a narrative forming. So you want to have a narrative that flows, because some of my comics can be contradictory, right? Like sometimes I can talk about how I have so many ideas and I can't stop writing my GM plans, and then I've definitely done comics of the contrary as well where I'm like, I have no idea, please send help. And I feel like they're both correct GM feelings, and it just depends on the day and the person and the mood. But obviously they can't be one after another, because then it just looks a little bit strange, a little bit too indecisive. But that's what editors are for. And I heavily rely on mine. She was a very big part of Volume 1, and is, I think, even bigger in the Volume 2. She's had a bit more time, so I'm like, yay! Help me. Help me be organized. Which has been nice, because I could definitely get there myself, but it takes a lot of time organizing all of these things. So I'm very happy to pay someone to help me do it. I do like this expression. I didn't really talk a lot about this comic before I started, I just kind of jumped in. But I like it kind of as is for the most part. One of the tentacles in the background might change to a paw, like this one, because then I have like 4 different kinds of arms. But that's the only big change that I've immediately thought of. What I've noticed that seems to be happening when I do these on stream and off stream is that I'll be like, oh, this one's fine, this one I don't have to do too many changes to, and then I'll just naturally change it as I go. And it ends up taking longer than I thought it would. Which is fine. Oh hey! Good morning, Birdie, how you doing? I'm working on Volume 2 again. We've been pretty consistently squirreling away at this. Rice time! Rice time! That's cool. Is that your desk rice cooker, Exile? I'm kind of jealous. I kind of want a desk rice cooker now. I have no reason to have one. I should just get a normal rice cooker. But I want it. It's so cute. This hand needs to be at least bigger. But I think I want to give it a bit more of a shape. And I think I'm going to move it over so I can move the curtain back a bit. Let's just change the lines so they're on the right type of thing, and then let's neaten this up because this is drawn very rough. Sometimes in Illustrator I like to use the brush tool to just get the shapes in, and then I'll go back and take away all the extra points and neaten them up as if it was the pen tool, because you can see it spawns a lot of extra points that make like the fingers look very pointy. It likes to put 3 points around the curves, and I kind of like it to just have the 1. because it's a much smoother curve that way. So it's a bit of a long way around, but it just sometimes it just helps me freehand things first, and then I can fix it later. I don't want the fingers to be pointy. Everyone must experience the joy of desktop rice. I want to. I really do. If I ever have to go, you know, into an office again. It's one of those things that I kind of do like to... I kind of do like to have like the weird quirky thing on my desk, right? But there does become a point where your colleagues kind of go, yeah, of course you would have this. And I feel like I'm at that point with my current co-workers. I think they'd be like, yeah, of course, that's not strange. And a little part of me is like, oh, but I wanted you to be shocked by this. Be back shortly, just walking the dog. I have a good walk. Like, just a small part of me. But part of me is also kind of flattered every time people are like, we know how you think now. It's like, you do know me, you do listen. I feel like I have been blessed for the majority of my work career with very kind co-workers who, while maybe don't have things in common, appreciate that I like get very excited about silly things. I'm gonna draw the head in and then I'm gonna pop the curtain in afterwards. Since you did the horse last week, instead of a paw, I could put a horse hoof in. I would be very tempted to just absolutely copy it from that comic. So I didn't have to draw it again. But that is an option. You can steal it. Because I don't think I could go through trying to draw it again. Easy road, definitely. I've drawn it, and that's the beautiful thing about vectors. So that I can make it bigger, and it's not going to pixelate. How are we looking? Yeah, I think like the hand was just a bit too close. And then we've got the start of the curtain there. And then the end will come in here. I think I want it to be there actually. You wouldn't see the palm because the fabric would be in the way. Oh, no, I don't want that to come off, please, and thank you. Now I just want to make sure that I like the curve before I cut into this part. Let's put a curve here as well. That way we can make it a little bit more even. Whereas I think I want this curve to be a bit more top heavy anyway, so. nice. Giving it a little bit of a save so that I don't lose my progress. I'm gonna just turn the background off as I draw the other arm in, because it will probably distract me from where I want it these days. I like drawing Dungeon chubby, and to get it kind of consistent, I'm just making sure that I kind of just think about it without looking at how I did the previous comic. Because I think that's something I can say for Volume 1, is there's not a consistent body type for Dungeon. Which makes sense, because that was pretty much true to life. But Volume 2, I think consistently chubby, that is also true to life. Yeah, I knew it would be way further out, but I think it just looks better. It looks more like my current style. So I just didn't want to get too distracted on that. And then the thumb would be behind this curtain. Still feel like the hand actually needs to be a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Some extra lines, because all this fabric's going to be bunching. A bit of a curve as well. Should be able to just drop that in. So this line is going to need to have this taper, and this line, this one, and this one like that. And then we'll have speech bubbles over there as well. But I have moved this around, so the top one is okay. Just need to line that back up again. There we go. So who has something exciting going on this week? Apart from me. I am just having a nice chill birthday time. I'm just taking some time off. And I'm gonna play some spooky video games. That's what I'm looking forward to. Have a goal of 6 to 8 hours of figure drawing this week. Oh, that's very cool. I would like to see if you feel like sharing. No pressure if you're not satisfied with it though. But that would be very cool. I always learn so much doing figure drawing. And I can definitely see the improvements in my art. Even just the doodle comics like this have so much better anatomy now. Probably will. Hooray! they just, yeah, they just look so much cleaner. Okay, so what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna connect the curtain together. And I'm going to make sure that it's not overlapping the frame, because it looks like it might be, but it could just be the view. Yeah. It's just the view. Okay. And that way I can group all of this half together. I can create a fill and put like a dark grey in the background. So in this line, for just the fill, I won't need these extra lines, so I'm just going to get rid of the ones that I won't need. Okay. And then I'm going to turn this into a live paint bucket. And I'm going to fill all of it white for the first bit. Then I'm going to fill the shirt. Oh, no, not like that. And then I'm going to just turn the line width off so my tapers are back. Good morning, Penguin Queen. How you doing? The rice cooker is a small part of it, because with the small rice cooker, I also have 9.5 litre jug of water with me to drink at your desk, so you're not going to get up for unhealthy snacks and drink. Ah, cool. It is good to have a jug of water next to you. I don't have the room on this desk, but that's also why I like to schedule in an hourly break so that I get up and move, even if it's just walking up and down the stairs, and then I can get more tea and water. I've had a habit of just not getting unhealthy snacks in the house because I'm terrible at being able to resist them if they're in my cupboard. Not too bad. I'm doing well, thank you. Long weekend means waking up is harder. That's true. I'm doing alright. I feel like the worst waking up thing that I had was definitely after daylight savings. I'm not doing that badly. Thankfully not many people were around that stream, but my goodness, I could barely speak. I should have probably have. I probably should have just gone back to bed. Never mind. I'm gonna put the rest of the shadows on dungeon before I draw the monster stuff, because I just am in the mood to finish that off first, so that's what I'm gonna do this time. Let's get some cheeks on here. We'll group it together and add some opacity. And then I can come in and do some more stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever adjusted that slowly to a daylight savings before, but for some reason this year, it really hit me. It may have just been because I've been working on Volume 2 a lot, so it may have just been because I was tired and busy already. But just losing the extra hour was a little bit too much. It's too much for me. And I'll pop this shadow here. Made me want to post my desk on Discord, so now it's in Creative Corner. Ah! It's nice to see people set up. Mine is... I feel like mine's too busy. I'm like, it's too... Maybe after I have a tidy up. But it's always nice to see desk setups. Ooh, you have a corner. That's cool. I would love a corner. I would fill it with so many things. Maybe my my tabletop rule books would live on the desk instead of on the floor if I had a corner. Though I think they'd probably be overspill. It's just how I am. I think I want to have a little bit of shade on the corner, on the curtain as well. Let's just put a line in for now. It will just be a fill. Just to help make the folds look a bit more foldy. Ah, I love this tune. It's Mario 2, isn't it? Mario 2 is very weird, but I kind of love it. I kind of loved Mario 2 with all the Shy Guys, and if you play as Peach, you can basically fly and break the game. I had a Mario All-Stars SNES cartridge, which had a lot of the old school Mario games on it. It's like a little anthology, so I got to play Mario 2. They definitely just went, yeah, this isn't working. And went back to the same formula in Mario 3. Mario 3, I think, was my favorite one because you got the Tanuki hat, and I loved it. Too busy. Just shared a picture with the egg and hot dogs. Oh my gosh, you're having like a proper meal. I'm jealous. I want a rice cooker with eggs and hot dogs. I have some books that just live on the table because of frequent access. We just did a little clean over the weekend, so the books have gone back on my shelf. I'm looking over. They're over there in the corner. They will most definitely return to next to me soon. A lot of it is for, like, the play-by-post game. I'll just keep the books next to me so I can do a little bit of research and then post things. Because when I'm GMing live in person, I don't like to hold things up a lot for looking in the books. But play-by-post, I'm like, I've got my leisure. I could just take 5... go remind myself what the lore of this world is and come back. Yeah, I like that shadow. This is your breakfast. Oh my gosh, that is a breakfast of a king or a queen. Goodness me, I am jealous. I tend to go for smaller breakfasts because otherwise, I mean, regardless of the size of breakfast I have, I will snack during the day because that's just what my brain likes to do. So I go for smaller breakfasts, and it means that I can have a little snack. But that's just what I've found works for me. There we go. Okay, now I want to lock everything off, I think. Because I don't want to manipulate any of this while I'm drawing all this other stuff. So, I did like your idea about the hoof exile, mostly because I don't have to draw it again. And I can steal it. So I'm gonna open up the comic with the horses that we did on the weekend. Or no, we didn't, because I didn't stream this weekend. Last week. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here it is. The majestic horses, so... a goblin ear. I don't know if I'll be able to fit an ear in, but I can have a look. Okay. There's a leg. Let's reflect it. Scale it. So I've gone for the bent one. We will probably unbend it slightly. And have a re-look at the leg so that I can... well, actually, let's unbend it a lot, shall we? Got a little bit of a come hither thing to it, which is very strange. Oh, but I don't need the taper on these lines either, because that will be strange. Thickness off it is. There we go. There's our first leg. It is very strange. It's very strange to just have it here. So what I actually need to do, I'm just realizing, is I do need to seal this off so that I can fill it, because we are going to have a background. It is going to need to go at the back, just so that we can see it there. Okay, so if we're putting the horse leg there, can just make sure that the skelly hand fits in with it, or maybe the tentacle, so that I can fill the space. Maybe we'll move the tentacle up and put the skeleton hand down here. So we can go like that. Kind of just like match the shape so it fits. And I know that bit isn't particularly visible, but I just want to make sure that it looks pretty smooth in case I want to move stuff about. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's outline this. And this can have a straight fill. So yeah, I don't want it to overlap. But yeah, it's filling the gap a little bit nicer. Let's pop it behind Dungeon. And I liked the way it had like the goo and stuff, so I just wanted to see what I was doing. Let's add some goo and a little line down the middle. So this can be slightly thinner. put these C shapes on as well. I feel like it makes it look scaly. Go, and a little bit of goop. Let's move it down and group it together. Nice. That is a strong tentacle. Skelly hand, and then a lobster claw for some reason. Might work on that. I'm not sure about how that's... Not sure that's how a lobster claw looks mechanically. And then I've got a skelly hand now. Which, do you know what? In the spirit of stealing, let's see if I can steal the one from Monsters, Magic and Maths. Because there was a waving skeleton. I just don't know if it's too small to scale up. But we could maybe use it as a starting point. It wasn't a wave, it was a point. Do you know what? I might use it as a starting point anyway. Stealing your arm, good sir. I didn't mean that as a pun. It just happened, I promise. I promise. There we go, let's group that, and then we group this. I think it'll be a little obvious if I leave it at a point. So, I want it to be a little straighter than that. Still found it humorous, eh? Womp womp. It's too early for these kind of things. It's too early for these shenanigans. Okay. Might actually be too big now. There we go. Okay. Do I have a bone to pick with them? Wow. I do. I still ended the word with. You could have got away with that one. I didn't notice. That is a bit too pointy, so I want to round this off. Ah, it's pointy because I see. It's not a full shape, so let's fix that, make it a round shape, and then it won't be as pointy. Done. Just make it slightly thinner. And I'm gonna just, I think, get rid of these. this. And close that. We use this finger as a base for all the other fingers. We can adjust the height and stuff in a little bit. But there we go. Let's get a palm in. I feel like what I might want to do is divide it into 3 because it's all kind of bent up before and small, so what I might do is just place it so it's 3 instead of 2. I'm back! Skeleton hands, yes. They are tricky. Gonna try and get this hand in reasonably. Going less for it being, I guess, correct and more just looking alright. So yeah, let's get rid of these digits. And scale that down slightly. I don't know, Jupiter Spire, why did the skeleton struggle to be an artist? Oh, nope, that's an entire hand again. That wasn't what I wanted. Trying to think of the particular bone pun. Because they had no body of work. Wow. That wasn't quite as good as the others. Is a skeleton body not a body? It's not a fleshy body. You might need to flesh that one out. Womp womp. I did it. I did a thing. Be proud / annoyed. However you feel about puns. Got him! Okay, this isn't looking too bad. Put a fill in so that we make sure it's gonna do its thing. I may just scale it down. Have to move it so that it's not interacting there. I could put it there. I could put it here. If I put it here, I've got more room for a lobster claw. So maybe I'll do that. filling in my spaces. I'll probably do the same to the thumb now that I've done it to the rest of the hand. Because the thumb is looking a little odd. Being one complete shape. Let's come back in. And let's just draw 2 circles. Go. Had fun skeleton encounter in your D&D session last night. Ooh. Was it a skelly combat or did you have words with the skeleton? What was the encounter? I feel like I find myself talking to skeletons more than I do fighting them. Words, yeah. Excellent. I enjoy talking to skeletons. I'm not sure why. I think it's because the person who DMs for me just has a very good skeleton voice and I love it, so I always want to talk to them. Yeah, it's always got to be Skeletor, right? It's just, it's like a rule. Either that or Papyrus. But I feel like Papyrus sounds like Skeletor because there isn't any like official voice acting in that game. Oh, that looks a bit tidier as well. 3 skeletons raised to guard a crypt, but they had become bored over the centuries and would just sit there playing dice. So the players spent some time teaching them new games so they'd be entertained. Oh, that's so sweet. And that makes sense to me as well. Like, if you're just there for centuries, just standing guard, you're gonna want something to do. Because if a skeleton is, like, able to speak to you, then it's got a personality, usually. Like, sometimes they're just automatons. And that's fair. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I can't talk to them. They're basically robots. Moving on. But when a skeleton's capable of, like, thought and speech, they're basically a new NPC. They're a new friend. Almost. I've got to fill this bone. And it's not on display, but I will just fill this in case I move the arm around. Change my mind. I don't know how I feel about filling this. I think probably like with an opacity maybe? Heading to work, hope you have a good rest of the stream with many more puns. Thank you, Penguin Queen. Thank you for your curse. That is a good point. It is 8 o'clock, so it is time for a break. So if you need a stretch, or if you need a drink, or if you need to do anything else to take care of yourself, it's a good time to do that because I am going to be gone for 10 minutes. So I will see you all back here in 10. I'm back again. Hope everybody had a good break. I have got some new tea. I had some fruit. And I'm ready to keep going. During the break I added a little fill to the slime. Just on a little opacity. So now I've got to do the lobster claw, which I don't think I'm going to get much out of copying the original. So I'm going to just try and do it again. Nupiter has finished his breakfast and says hi. Good morning, Nupiter Spire. I hope you're doing well today. I hope it is a productive day of learning. Learning and fun. I'm going to start off with a triangular shape. So I feel like a lobster claw is kind of like a mitten with the thumb cut out of it, and then one side of it is very spiky. That's how I'm thinking of it. And I'm gonna stick with that until proven otherwise. So what I actually think I need is I want there to be a slight point at the top. So I'm gonna need to just create some curves. And then this one's going to need to come in and then out again. Excellent. Keep that a bit straighter. And then we'll need the thumb. So we're going to make a circle. I'm going to pull out this. Shall give it a straight point. And then I want to cut out like the circular shape behind it. Let's make it slightly bigger. Yeah. That's the kind of shape. Take the circle and the lobster claw and I'm going to cut them out so I can just have like this nice little clean shape. I'm going to rotate this up, give the rotation back so we can give this half a point. And then I need to add some jagged edges, I think. So I'm gonna extend the arm out like this anyway. So let's extend this. I'm gonna have a chunky arm. With no wrist of which to speak of. Come in and add some points. Up those two lines. Yeah, it's a little crab lobster claw. I just wanted all of these like kind of monstrous appendages poking out from behind the curtain. And I feel like a claw is kind of like, it fulfills that brief. Some more points in the middle. Need to add some spikes to this side of the claw. I think that will be good enough. And then I want to connect that back up. do it on the other side as well. Nope, I don't want to move that one. I have to a little bit. Just move that one. So the other one's got a curve. I don't want to affect the curve. And then I want to put a few spikes on the inside of this, but it tends to be like a little smaller. I think. Just move that out slightly. There we go. I can fit 4 on there, I think. Shape open. Then I'll connect them up. Pet Mimic Bot has asked a question. What is your favourite mythical animal? That is a good one. Feel free to let me know. Chimera is a good one. I don't know if it can be my favourite because flashbacks to Full Metal Alchemist. But they are very cool. This is a very interesting looking lobster claw. I quite like it. I'm gonna add some like extra little points in, I think. My favorite. Obviously, I'm quite partial to the mimics. Gotta give some love for Pet Mimic Bot. I also really like owl bears and hippogriffs. I do love a hippogriff. It's mostly because the first D&D campaign I ever played, my fighter managed to befriend a hippogriff, and I loved them. They were my friend. This is a pretty cool lobster claw. I'm wondering if I want it the other way around though. I wonder if I want to flip it. It's like this way. Like an alien vibe. Num 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 num. Looks like a mouth. I feel like I want to add a curve on this arm though. There's a Hungarian one. Oh, I need to find its name. Yeah, please do. I'm always up for learning about new ones, new magical beasties. Curve is working for me. Just gotta fix up the top of the claw. Let's give that curve back in. Oh no, don't move at all. Don't do that. Just want to have a nice little curve. You can use a clipping mat so that it's not visible outside the bottom of the panel. Once I'm pretty happy with where I want to put it. Let's go with here. Let's go with that. And I'm going to make the clipping mat. There we go. Now it's not hanging out at the bottom. And to match the others, we're going to need like a little wiggle line. Wiggle, wiggle. Is it a claw? Is it some sort of alien without eyes? Who can say? It's definitely monstrous, which is what I was going for. It does look like a face. I can't unsee a face now. But I kind of like it. Just want to neaten up those spikes a bit. Now that I've seen that, I'm happy with that being curved. But yeah, the rest of them need to be a bit straighter. I think maybe they should follow the curve a bit more. If I come in, if we move those down, looks like maybe they didn't get moved at one point. It's a giant owl, and it's like the boogeyman. Ooh. I feel like that was a reference in a show somewhere. I can't remember if it was like Gravity Falls or something. I remember a giant owl that talked with a really deep voice. And it had that kind of vibe. I can't remember. I'm gonna have a quick swig of tea. I really like the addition of the horse hoof. Thank you for that, Exile. I think it's right, it's really working for me. I like it. Let's just give it a little tilt. I think it looks a lot nicer being 4 distinct different appendages than just what it was before. Because I think this was just, I didn't have this usually, because I do these in my lunch break, or this one was certainly done in my lunch break. I was like, I don't know what to fill. I'll just slap another tentacle in there. Finish the rice. Nice and rice. Oh yeah, what was the text I was supposed to add? Just one moment. Pay no attention to behind the curtain is what we're gonna put. Let's turn that down. Ooh, oh yeah, I just locked it. There we go. Just one moment. And then I need to fix my line width. A little smaller. 15 minutes of drawing practice. Ooh! Hooray! Are you using anything in particular for your drawing practice? curious if it's line of action or if there's another website. It looks super good with the partially transparent thing with the limbs behind. I did kind of have a think of that. I might experiment with it. It does look like there's a heck of a lot more in. I had the same feeling. Let's do the text and then I might have an experiment with these. Kind of copy them in and try and layer them up. I think I'm going to need to put that on another line. Shape in a second. That's what I want. Come into this line so I can see it. Tail, the speech bubble. Okay, that works. No using the M word. That is true. Thank you for the reminder. Editor says so. Editor did say so. I'm definitely allowed to object. It's definitely not an editor dictatorship. They are very nice. I just feel like they are correct, I would say 90% of the time. Like, I do agree with that. I do think it's funnier that way. It's nice because they know me pretty well at this point, so they know what my sense of humor is. Which I think helps. Helps when they know what you're going for. Almost. Okay, I'm gonna just undo that because I don't like how thick this is at the top there. I like the shape, but I feel like it needs to be a bit thinner. Good day. Hello, Dry Gold. How you doing? Welcome on in. Just finishing up another comic. Adding some text. Now we're going to work on seeing if we want to put some more limbs in the background. Because when I had my reference on, it kind of looked nice just seeing some extra things flailing around. Scariest than there's the top one, the hoof. It was sure scary for me when I had to try and draw it. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so let's come in. I'm gonna just group these. So this is like the top And I can duplicate, and then this is the bottom. So I'm wondering if I want it at 20 or 50% opacity. Let's have a bit of a mix around. Oh, these aren't grouped. Group, please. Oh, they're not in there. Where are these? There's the lines. Okay, well. One moment. Need to duplicate these. Okay. That should all be together now. So, I think I wanted the hand around here. And take the little claw out of the clipping mask. Let's have a mix around. Clippy, clippy, clippy. Ah, this is missing as well. Interesting. Interesting the bits I left out. I forgot to group. So that's on the clippy claw, okay. Probably don't actually need the little lines in the background. I think that will probably get busy, so we'll actually just remove these. But for the sake of having everything together... Okay, interesting start. We'll have a bit of a move now that I know where everything is there. Pop that in there. Let's... try and have it so that you can see... yeah, maybe I want it to, like, kind of cross the streams. Horse! Maybe I want things to be smaller as well. I don't know. I think so, because it's in the background. I can fit them in. That. May have to think about that. It's not bad. Might move the horse one to the bottom. Let's move him around. Let's come in. If it's gonna be behind the skeleton hand, because the skeleton hand is quite busy. Should probably remove the slime. I'm gonna remove the little dots as well. Can flip it vertical. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the tentacle for sure. Let's flip that horizontal. I kind of want to offset it in a way that it doesn't look exactly mirror image. I wonder if just pulling it out and stuff like that will work. This will need to come further in as well. Same on the claw. I'm gonna just take the little bits off of the background there. I might also make them a little bit more transparent. Actually, I feel like I even want to get rid of this line. Just want them to be simple shapes. Simple shapes in the background. Do I even want the lines? That's like my question. Ah, I don't think I do. I think that's clearer because it's not interfering as much. So I kind of get the best of both worlds. I think I prefer it without the lines. Though I feel like I need some sort of bone. It's bothering me there, so... I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna give this skeleton a really weirdly proportioned arm. Because you can't see it, it's fine. Nobody needs to know that it's broken. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scale it back down, but I'm going to take the ends and I'm gonna make it longer. And that way it's not gonna look too off. I feel like you can get the best of both worlds that way. As the comic dungeon says, don't look behind the curtain. Exactly. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. There we go. I just needed the bone to be here. My brain was going, it's not connected to anything. Yeah, I like just having the little shapes. The little shapes there and having the lines around the ones in the front, I think helps. I might have to do a little print experiment just to see if I need to punch the opacity up for print. But I like this for digital, for sure. Pay no attention to what's behind the curtain. I think I'm good then. I think this is good. Yeah. I like the I really do like these little shadows in the background. Let's do a comparison to our original, which isn't a too old one because it's got the updated, it has the correct watermark, so it wasn't actually too long ago, this one. Which makes sense because the hair is already in where it should be, but we've had like a minor update to dungeon and included a horse hoof because we spent all that time drawing it, so we may as well include it in more than one comic. And yeah, just made the speech bubbles a little neater as well because it's always nicer. It was interesting that I decided to put the tail on the top one in the original. It's a weird decision. I think it's because I just put them lower down. I feel like it should always be... I feel like a tail on a speech bubble always looks better on the bigger bubble. But it does depend on where your character is placed. But I feel like that was just a weird decision. But we have fixed it now. Okay, what is the time? 20 to 9. I don't think I've got enough time to really get into another one, so I might call it here today. I will be streaming again tomorrow. And I'll start again at the same time, which is around 7 AM BST time. So who is streaming? What are they streaming? Want to join in some quick figure practice? I will not this time because I like to do the full classes. because otherwise I find it hard to kind of get my head in the game. But please keep going with your practice. Thanks for streaming. Have a great day. Thank you for joining, Bodhi. I'm having a look at who's streaming. There is Valora Plays is doing some art. Let's have a look at this. See, do we want to go have a raid? Have a good one, Dungeon. Thank you, Jupiter Spire. Yeah, there's some traditional painting going on. It looks really nice. So let's go give Valora a raid. Raid. Valora Plays. The raid has been set. Hooray! Okie dokie, everyone. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow. But if not, have a great rest of your week. Until then, stick around for the raid and I will see you soon. Bye-bye!